Hey Big 12 fans, Annabel, Stephan alongside Mitch, Gerber back in the office after a crazy 6 weeks on the road covering Big 12 championships, NCAA postseason play. Mitch, a lot of exciting things happening, but going back to February, starting things off track and field. I know you were there. What'd you see?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since we've been back here together, so good to see you first off. But back in February, the track and field championship kind of started the championship season off for us. Oklahoma State was able to upset Texas in that one on the men's side, so that was pretty exciting. That was a highlight. And then Texas was able to collect the championship victory on the women's side there as well.
Texas also winning big in Austin at the same time in the men and women's swimming and diving championship, both teams taking home the top honors there, and then the men going on to win their 12th NCAA title. And speaking of NCAA titles, Oklahoma State's Alex Derringer taking home his third NCAA title in the 165-pound weight class and also winning the prestigious Hodge Trophy this year.
Yeah, that was an exciting event. Obviously, wrestling going on the same time as the women's basketball championship. Baylor was able to collect the victory at that championship, but one thing that stood out to me at that one was Kansas was able to collect their first conference victory of the season over TCU on day one, so obviously the team was thrilled, they were excited. And then that obviously set the stage for the men's championship that took place a week later up in Kansas City.
And anyone who watched any of those games knows how exciting of a championship it was. One thing of note, West Virginia winning their first championship game since joining the conference, so that was exciting for them. But in one of those wins, that last second, it didn't count, but that last second three-point shot by Buddy Hield had the nation talking about the Oklahoma Sooners.
Talk about a roller coaster of emotions. That shot, which didn't count, but it kind of set the stage for the rest of the NCAA tournament moving forward in the month of March. But Buddy Hield able to get that last second shot off, missed it by, I don't know, a tenth of a second out of his hand as we take a look at the replay here, but that was incredible. And that just spoke volumes as to what the overall Big 12 championship was like up in Kansas City. Obviously, Kansas collected the overall championship. West Virginia was impressive. Oklahoma was impressive, and it really just set the stage for the rest of March.
Absolutely. And then from there, we went on to college gymnastics. Oklahoma taking home the championship there with great performances, including one perfect 10.
How about that? That was fun. I mean, Oklahoma's now going to move on to the national championship here in a few weeks down in Fort Worth, but they seem to have set the bar, the #1 overall seed, and I like their chances going forward.
And that went straight into college equestrian in Stillwater, Oklahoma State taking home the title for the 4th time in the past 5 years, and the NCEA championship will take place in just a couple of short weeks.
And did you get a chance to ride a horse while
I
you were up there?
didn't. I wish I had.
Shoot.
I know. Next time.
That would have been fun.
What about
the rest of March? Obviously, the last couple weeks have been thrilling from Oklahoma's standpoint. Buddy Hield and the rest of the Sooners able to make it to the Final Four. But what else stood out to you?
I mean, I think it's just really been an exciting year of basketball on both the men's side and the women's side. You had a lot of teams that people were wondering who could make it, and I know that some national media had 3 teams in the Big 12 going to the Final Four. Obviously, that wasn't the case, but you did have 2 with Kansas and Oklahoma in the Elite 8 and Oklahoma in the Final Four. And so I just think it was a fun year of college basketball, and obviously you were covering the women's side, and you saw a lot of great stuff there too.
Yeah, Baylor and Texas both made it to the Elite 8. It was just an exciting month. Like you said, Texas, Baylor, Oklahoma on the men's side, Iowa State even on the men's side. They were able to kind of prove some people wrong. A lot of people had them losing to Iona in the first round, but that just speaks volumes as to what this league did this season, especially now going on to next year.
So we're now going to take a much-needed nap until we get ready for the next round of championships. Yeah, go to the beach. Until we get ready for the next round of championships. But thanks for following over the past 6 weeks. And for everything, make sure to keep it right here at Big12sports.com. For Mitch Gerber, I'm Annabel, Stephan.